The University of Lagos says it remains committed in conducting adequate research on disease outbreaks and epidemics in the country. Correspondent Sharon Ijason tells us more.
Ebola and HIV are deadly diseases the country is battling with. This was the main discussion at the Pro-Chancellor's Distinguished Annual Lecture Series, which, according to the University of Lagos, is the first of its kind.
She's receiving a lot of cooperation. She's working with some Nigerian institutions, and she's working very closely with the University of Lagos. You also heard the Minister of Health, Professor Isaac Adewale, mention that this lecture series, which we've commenced, is the first by any university in Nigeria. It's a Pro-Chancellor's initiative for attracting the most distinguished scholars from all over the world to this venue. And we have brought in Professor Phyllis Kanki, who is qualified, extremely qualified for this.
We already have our research centers, which will be working with Professor Kanki. Some of them are already working with Professor Kanki. So we have to take it a step further to make sure that we carry out researches that are relevant to our needs, so that we'll be able to solve our own problem from our own perspective and in our own environment.
Professor Kanki, during a lecture, says, based on the research findings on 3 pathogens responsible for epidemics in Nigeria, continued research on the immunopathogenesis of these pathogens will promote understanding of disease development and improve prospects for effective diagnosis, drugs, and vaccines.
35 years of experience with this, we have virtually no problem with diagnostics. And we have good drugs, although not the best drugs are being used here in the African continent, but we can advocate for that. But the treatment is still lifelong, and that creates a real burden to our healthcare system and a real challenge to our sustainability of programs, because lifelong therapy is difficult to maintain. We're still hopeful that a vaccine will be developed, but I think all of these instances call us to the idea that continued operational or even basic research is critical to our being able to handle some of these important agents.
Of all the infectious diseases, there are 400 to 600 million infections of Zika virus annually, while Nigeria, according to research, accounts for the second highest burden of HIV in the world. Sharon Ijason, TV's News, Lagos.